Next game is Warioware DIY. I picked this up when I went and picked up my DSi XL because I was a big fan of the first Warioware game on the DS. And this game here is a little bit different in the sense that you actually have the ability to create your own mini games inside of the game. Now they do have mini games built in. The other thing that's really cool is that you can actually download other people's mini games onto your DS. Now, like the other games and a lot of these other games that I've mentioned, unfortunately I haven't really got a chance to test this out and to play it because it seems like there's a little bit involved in creating the mini games yourself. So when I get some time to actually sit down and play for an extended period of time, I'll definitely try this out. But if it's any indication of how scarce the first WarioWare game has become on the DS, then I would say this is one that you probably want to pick up before too long, because Nintendo obviously has a tendency to allow their games to go out of print, and for whatever reason they don't run reprints on them. So anyways, WarioWare DIY, if you're a fan of the series, definitely check this one out, because with the addition of the ability to create your own mini games, you really have kind of like endless replayability. The next game I picked up kind of on a whim, and I got it for like $4.50. That's Trace Memory. I never played this game, and this is, I believe, a launch title for the Nintendo DS. I mean, actually, on the back you can see that it has the old fat DS on the back of the picture here. But I just wanted to kind of get into this series because I wanted to see what it was all about. I believe that this is done by the same people who did Hotel Dusk. But it's basically a point-and-click game with some different puzzle-solving mini games in it, and I've heard some mixed things about it. But you know, at $4.50, I feel like it was not a really bad deal, and eventually I'll get around to playing this. I'm gonna skip that game. Let me first show you this next game is Infinite Space. This is a game that I really was excited about coming out. It's by Sega. It is an RPG. It all takes place in outer space, and the cool thing about it is that they make space, you know, this very vast place, just like, you know, real life. There are, it says on the back here, over 100 characters that you can interact with. I'll tell you that it's a little bit slow in the beginning, and trying to build up your fleet and build up different attributes of your character is a little bit slow going. But once you get into the game, I think that it really flows nicely. The one disappointment that I found in the game is the fact that while there are several different planets that you can land on, once you land you don't do any kind of walking around. There's no free roaming. It's just, okay, you can go to this place, or this place, and there's usually about 3 different places on each planet that you can go to and that you can visit, and then you get to talk with the characters, but there's really limited dialogue. Obviously, with it being such a huge game and something like 60 hours of gameplay, it's kind of to be expected, but the battle sequences are really fun. It isn't turn-based, it's more of like real time. And that's really as much as I can explain to you about the game. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but definitely take a look at some gameplay footage for it. I think it's well worth the price, but if you're not a huge RPG fan, it may be one that you want to pass on. The next game that I picked up, well, let me first show you this one here. I picked up Dementium The Ward, and the reason why I picked this game up is because the second one's getting ready to come out, and I wanted to get ready for that series. So I went ahead and picked this game up. I don't know why I originally passed on it, but I think that I kind of had this preconceived idea of first-person games being on the DS being a little lackluster. Let me just tell you guys, this game is incredibly smooth, a really fun game, and if you're a fan of horror survival games, you should definitely own this on the DS. You should definitely pick it up. You can get it for like $14 brand new off of Amazon, and at that price it's well worth it. I'm really blown away by just the way that they made the atmosphere of this game feel really kind of scary, and also the sound, the music, just the overall tone of the game. Excuse me for a minute. The overall tone of the game is is really great, and it's a very impressive game. Runs at 60 frames per second, which for a DS game is incredible. It's all pretty much stylus based. Now you do use the shoulder button to shoot or to swing your weapons. Other than that, I mean, it's got the basic puzzle solving elements that some of the other horror survival games like Resident Evil have in it. But really cool game, and definitely worth $14. I mean, if you can't find it new, which if you go to Amazon you can find it new there, but you can definitely find this used at most video game stores, and you should be able to find it for less than $15. Ordered Moon. And the reason why I ordered this game is because anytime I go through Amazon, I always try to get that $25 price limit so that I can get the free shipping. And this game here was like $11. And another first-person game. I've passed on this game a couple times because while I played it and thought it was pretty cool, I wasn't blown away by it. But I look forward to actually giving this a try again with the larger screen of the DSi XL. And last but certainly not least is a game that I've been searching for several years now. And you know, that's no exaggeration. But I came across a copy of this at GameStop. I was doing a search online, and I would do this every once in a while, and I've come across several different copies at different stores. Unfortunately, none of them have been complete, and with this game it was just something that I had to have complete, and that is Electroplankton for the DS. Now this game is harder to find because of the fact that it had such a limited release, and the game's nothing incredible by any means, but it's a really unique type of game. And basically it's kind of like a music creating game where you just can play with all these different mini games, all these different I guess electroplankton you would call them. I'm just judging by the title, and as you interact with them, they make different sounds. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any recording functionality on the game, so you can't record any of your own music. You'd have to use other software, you know, in combination with it. But really cool game, and for $27, which is what really made me happy, I was very excited to find it. Definitely, if you look on eBay or look on Amazon, used copies go for like $50. New copies go for over $100. So to be able to find a complete copy with everything intact, I was really psyched about. And that's it. That completes my DS update this time around. For those of you who are new subscribers to my channel, thank you very, very much. I definitely have to give a big thanks to Steph's to Death and to Splatter Trigger for the shout-outs that they gave on their videos. It's brought a lot of people over here, and if you're coming over from their channels, I hope you enjoy what you see. If there's anything that you want to see in particular, let me know, and I'll definitely make it happen. Look forward to a answers segment to my last Q&A that I did a couple weeks ago, and that'll be posted here soon. So thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.